Hi everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to your pick a card reading for your healing messages. Welcome, this is Owl Tarot and welcome to my brand new channel. So you guys can go ahead and just begin to tune in to the energies of each card here. So we have Herkimer for pile 1, Rose Quartz for pile 2, Kyanite for pile 3, and Fluorite for pile 4. So just tune in to the energies of each card and just pay attention to what you intuitively feel drawn to. What do you feel pulled to? And if you feel drawn to more than one, then that's okay. And once you pick your piles, you can go ahead and refer to the timestamps below, and I will see you there. Thanks. Hi, pile 1. So let's see what we have for you here. As I was meditating on your pile, I actually heard look within for answers. Whenever I heard that, I was thinking, I just had the sense that maybe you guys have already been doing a lot of healing, especially the past year, 2019 up until now. Maybe you guys have already felt like you've already healed certain things, and maybe triggers are like coming up for you now, and you're like, it felt like I already healed this, right? Like, why is this coming up again? And so the sense that I'm getting here is that it feels like maybe you guys have been doing a lot of personal development, maybe have even been taking like courses or trainings, and this could be anything from yoga teacher training, abundance workshops and courses, meditation, anything of the like, or even just like reading books, but it's like you've already like done so much work on this, and like maybe you're just like, why is this coming up again now? Like that was the sense that I was getting as I was shuffling your cards. I also felt like an energy shoot up my spine, up along my spine to the back of my head. And so I feel like some of you guys could be feeling like someone's watching you. There's a blue jay right outside of my window, if you guys can hear that. So I feel like maybe it'd be good for you guys to speak up about certain things too. Anything you've held back on before. I think that this blue jay, I'm wondering if you guys can hear it. I'll have to go back and play it and see. But yeah, speaking up is a theme that's coming up here. Maybe you guys have felt held back in speaking up because of feeling judged or shame in some way. But yeah, that energy shooting up along the back of my spine. It's like, have you ever felt like you've been in a room full of people and you felt like someone was drilling a hole in the back of your head? It was that kind of feeling, like you guys feel like you're being watched. So let's go ahead and see what we have for you here. We have the Queen of Swords reversed. This is all about getting in touch with your truth and expressing that. The Queen of Swords here, she's very blunt, and we might not want to overdo it like too much. I think that this is all about tapping into your worth, okay? Because this Queen of Swords here, she knows who she is because of who she believes to be. She speaks up when necessary, no fluff. She knows what to say and when to say it. So this is like speaking up about things as they come up. If you're feeling something and you're holding back on expressing it, this is about speaking up as those feelings come up, because then it's just going to clog up that throat chakra. There's going to be like a lot of like holding back, and you guys need to purge it. As we get used to speaking up as those feelings come up, it's like we're going to get better at doing that in a more appropriate way, to where it's not like, ooh, that's too much, right? So we have the Page of Swords here. Lots of swords of truth. You guys are getting to the truth of the matter. You guys are really seeking to see past illusions. It feels like you guys are really trying to get toward seeing the universal truth, like within yourself and those around you. This is about you guys wanting to step into this brand new phase, this new cycle for yourselves, like with you guys having this brand new perception of yourselves, brand new perception of yourselves. This is about you guys not only having this brand new awareness and perception of yourselves, but like you guys having this brand new perception of the world around you too, you know, how you think about others and how you think of how the world works too. I feel like there's like a lot of digging going on for you guys. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles. This is the hidden influences here. I feel like this is like a hidden talent for you guys. Like you have this sense of like royalty about you within yourself. And it's hidden. You have the potential here to tap into abundance and independence and like that financial freedom that you're looking for. But some of you guys feel like it's necessary to get into this new cycle of this new awareness and new perception and healing those old thought patterns and beliefs that don't serve you anymore. It feels like you feel that it's necessary to get it done first. And then we have the King of Pentacles. Yeah, you guys are like, it feels like you guys are trying to tap into like your abundance and independence and freedom. Some of you possibly trying to develop those qualities within yourself to be able to get out of a dependent situation. And when I heard look within for answers, it's like you guys have already done the work. You're not far behind. It's not like it's coming up again for you to start over again from scratch and begin that healing again. It's more like this is the time for like full integration for you guys to get to this place of the Nine of Pentacles and King of Pentacles, this place of self-worth and value, financial stability, security, and independence and freedom of choice. Let's go ahead and see what your oracle cards are. So here we have the Pillar of Light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. Whoa. Oh my gosh. And that's crazy because remember I heard look within for answers. It's like you guys have already looked for the answers. You guys have already like learned, you know, you've taken the courses, you've done the work, you've you know, you've meditated, you've done your yoga, you've gotten grounded, all of that. Check, 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 check. Now it's like you need to integrate and put it together to where it's like you know what's right for you. So you don't need to do any more, you don't need to do much more like researching. It's more like you need to follow what feels right with what you've learned. And then we have here Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. Some of you guys could be starseeds. Others of you could be working with Lemurian seed beings as guides at this time. I'm actually going to end your reading by reading these two cards from the guidebook here. So it's like if you guys have been feeling like triggered lately, stuff's been coming up that you feel like you've already worked on and healed within yourself. It feels like this is one of the final purges and then you guys like reaching this place of like full integration is what it feels like. So it says here, your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. You are heaven and earth in perfect expression, a conduit for the light of the heavens to the earth. You are the rainbow bridge. Take time to meditate. Imagine yourself as a pillar of light connecting the light of the heavens above with the earth. As the light shines through each of your chakras, you activate the rainbow bridge that many ancient scriptures speak about, raising your vibration and the vibration of the planet, linking the higher realms of the cosmos, guides, angels, and spirit with the ancient wisdom keepers and beings of planet Earth. They dance together through you. They sing together through you. Without your body, voice, and creations, neither can be expressed. Wow. And then we had that blue jay coming in. For too long, we've taught that God is outside of us, giving away our power to angels and spirit guides. But without you, they don't have a voice. You are the oracle. Do not look for guidance outside you, for you hold all of the wisdom of the entire universe in the portal of your heart and every cell of your body. Do not see the angels and guides as above you, for without you, they have no way of communicating. You are the oracle. You are the rainbow bridge. You are the pillar of light. So we have a work your light activation here, pile one. So I want you guys to hold your hands over your heart center. Close your eyes. Take a big deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. And repeat after me. I allow the light of the heavens and the light of the earth to flow through me now. I activate the codes of remembering within my cells and chakras. I activate my system as a rainbow bridge between heaven and earth. I'll take a big inhale, exhale, very nice. And then we have here Lemuria. Lemuria, Mu, is one of the earth's lost lands, where heaven really was a place on earth, a time before we were kicked out of the Garden of Eden. In Lemuria, life worked in harmony. All beings were seen as equal, and we were deeply reverent to Mother Earth. We knew that a mosquito was no worse than us, and the sun no better. Perhaps you too believe that heaven really can be a place on earth. Perhaps you are part of the transition team who, at a soul level, are devoted to creating this kind of harmony on the planet now. Thank you for wanting to do this work. It's easy to get overwhelmed by the state of affairs on the planet right now, but you are being encouraged to keep holding the clear vision of the future. It is closer than you think. You may be guided to hold the frequency of Lemuria in your own community, family, workplace, or within yourself. Know that it is possible. And while at times it may feel like you are alone, you truly are not. There are hundreds of thousands who hold the codes of this ancient lost land, and even Lemuria crystals that hold the codes of remembering that are beginning to rise all over the planet. Keep doing what you are doing, and remember, the only way to heal the world around us is to first heal ourselves. So we have a work your light transmission this time, and I want you guys to hold your hand over your heart center. Close your eyes. Take a big deep breath. Inhale, exhale, and repeat after me. I hold the codes of Lemuria and believe that heaven really can be a place on earth. Now take a big inhale, exhale, very nice. All right, Power One, I thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you received the insight, clarity, and guidance that you needed at this time. And if you like this video, please like, share, and or subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And you guys take care. Thanks. Hi, Pal 2. Thank you so much for tuning in. So as I was meditating on your pile, I heard a few things. So I heard the word tree. I heard look within for answers. And I heard don't doubt yourself too. I heard all of this as I was shuffling and pulling your cards out. So whenever I think of tree, it'd be good for you guys to get nice and grounded and rooted and very present in the now. For others of you, it feels like you guys are, you could be going through some heaviness, some healing having to do with your family and your roots and where you come from, healing from your bloodline, your ancestors and what's been passed down from generation to generation to generation. And I heard don't doubt yourself. You guys have been getting like signs or synchronicity or messages from spirit. Listen deeply and trust the information that you're getting. And also those of you involved in some type of situation where you're feeling a bit down on yourself, don't doubt yourself, because you've already you have this, you've done this before. Things feel a little things are a little bit wonky and things are getting back into balance. So what we have for you here is we have the Hanged Man reversed. We have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Cups. And the Tower. So I feel like you guys actually could be like ready to go. You guys are ready to go. You guys are ready to get things going. Like maybe you've been in a place of like stagnation and delay. But now it's like you're ready to just like get things going. The thing is, there could be some blockages. Like you guys are in this place of pause and surrender, and you guys are trying to resist that. And I just saw some orbs, so that's like spirit really wants you guys to pay attention. Yeah, it feels like you guys are in this place of pause and surrender, and you guys are trying to resist that and get things going again. Like you're trying to like forge ahead through. The only issue with that is that we can be very impulsive. We want to really honor this time of pause and surrender to be able to gain a new perspective, okay, before stepping back out into the world again, so that we're not rushing into things and making decisions that satisfy, just like our whims. We want to be thinking, we want to be very present in the now and thinking long term too. There could be a situation you guys are staying in that no longer serves you anymore. Like it could be like a job or a relationship or a living situation, and you guys could be feeling stuck in it in some way. And I feel like this hasn't been openly talked about since this is under the hidden influences here. This is the Eight of Cups in reverse. And it's like if you were to speak about it openly with whoever is involved in this situation, it's kind of like, why would you leave this situation? Maybe if it's a job, it pays a lot, or maybe if it's a relationship, this person treats you really, really great, like no one's ever treated you before. And it's like, why would you leave that? But it's like, maybe some of you guys are thinking about that and you haven't talked about it yet, or maybe you guys are thinking about that, or it's like what's right for you, but you're kind of avoiding it, like because whatever, like you leaving that situation would be for your own personal and spiritual growth. This would be a very internal decision, but I feel like some of you guys could be feeling stuck. Like you're either not talking about it openly, or it's like you guys, it would be right for you to leave, but like you're staying in it anyway. Just that feeling of being stuck. Now this Tower card coming under your advice, it's like major shakeups. Like you need to shake things up. And this can happen and, for the better or the worse. It feels like too abrupt, maybe like the rug's being pulled out from under you, or those around you who are involved. But it feels like you need to shake things up. Let's go ahead and see what your oracle card says. Soul family. Oh, wow. So it says here, you call in your tribe, you don't have to do it alone. I'm actually going to read this from the guidebook for you guys. And for some reason, this feels connected to this Eight of Cups energy here. Like, if you guys, whatever is going on, I feel like you guys need to reach out, like whatever. Oh, and you have 2 8s here. I just noticed that. I just saw that you have 2 8s here. So the 8s in tarot, they tell us our mental attributes, what's going on a mental level. So here I'm getting the feeling of being stuck, and then here I'm getting the feeling of you guys just wanting to like get things going. And so I'm not actually sure here if this Tower card is saying like if you don't want to shake things up too fast and like be too impulsive, or because this is advice. So maybe let me just tune in here and clarify with Spirit what they mean for this Tower card for your advice. So just give me 1 second to tune in. So I just heard strength to leave and leave the blame behind. That's what I heard. So whatever that means for you, let me know how this plays out for you guys too by leaving a comment or something. I would really like to know. And then, call in your soul tribe. Call in your soul family. There's people here for you, but like I feel like you're not asking for help, or like you're not reaching out for support. So let me go ahead and read this for you guys. And this soul family card, it's on page 82. So I feel like 80 could be a significant number. Let me focus the camera here. 80. 888. Some of you guys could have abundance on the way too. For like a smaller group of you guys, abundance is on the way. 888. So it says here, call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. It is time to call in your soul family and support team. People who get you at a soul level. People who are the same kind of weird as you. People who are your chosen family. They are coming and they are looking for you. If you haven't found them yet, this is a sign that they are close by. But in order for them to find you and recognize you when they do, it is important that you stop dimming your light and truly let yourself be seen. If you have already found them, then you are being called to let them support you and perhaps also assemble a wider support team. Your support team can consist of all types of people, such as a therapist, coach, mentor, or healer. Tune in to what kind of support you need now. And your work your light action is call in your support team now. So Paul 2, this is all about you taking accountability. So you are 100% in charge of how you feel at all times. You are 100% in charge of what you let in at all times. So Spirit is saying that the world has come to a pause for you to rebuild a more solid foundation for yourself. And this isn't to disregard those directly affected by the illness of the virus itself at all. Things are shaken up right now because Spirit wants you to move a bit more slowly and consciously to rebuild your life on a stable foundation that's in alignment with your truest and most authentic self, brick by brick. So you're not just moving and going like a machine, because us humans need to keep busy, right? Some of you could even be thinking like if you should leave a job behind, like do I even want to go back to that? But it's like it's so subtle, you're brushing that off because it's all you know, it's all you've built your life on, and it's all you know that'll keep you safe and secure. But something is telling you to shake things up, and it's like that's why you feel this urge to keep doing. And for some of you, this could mean shaking things up to rebuild your life on your terms, whether it be a new business. And this is just an example. And like, I think a good start would be, and this is coming from me, not spirit, is to start listening to your intuition. So when you wake up in the morning, ask yourself, what do you feel drawn to? What do you feel intuitively pulled to that will light you up with passion and creativity and releasing any attachments to the outcome? So start listening and trusting your intuitive hits with small things. Like if you feel drawn to call and reach out to a certain person, see how it feels after. Just see. So start out trusting your intuition with smaller things like this, and you'll start building on that trust more and more to where you can start trusting yourself with those bigger decisions that could potentially change your life in miraculous ways, opening you up to this like world of infinite possibilities, right? So some of you could be noticing patterns, thoughts, and emotions you've picked up from your family and generations past before you. These things are coming up in order for you to heal, and this is why Spirit wants you to slow down. And for those of you who are unable to reach out to family directly, I'm getting a sense that there's a group of you who aren't on the best terms with them. Spirit wants you to reach out to your soul family. They don't have to be your biological family. This is your soul tribe. So reach out to them because they're here and that's what they're here for. All right, so these are all the messages I have for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that these messages were of help to you, and I hope that you got the insight that you needed at this time. If you like this video, please like, share, and or subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And I'm sending you guys lots of love and light, and you guys take care. Thanks. Hi Pal 3, thank you for tuning in. So as I was shuffling and pulling your cards, I heard don't worry. That's what I heard as I was pulling your cards. And I actually saw your first card that came out because it flipped right over as I heard that. And what we have here is we have the Two of Cups. So if you guys have been worried about some type of love relationship matter, or for those of you who are single, if you guys have been worried about some type of close friendship, you know, where things have felt really balanced and mutual, like there's nothing to worry about, okay? So that's what we have for this Two of Cups here. Now we have the Hierophant reversed. Interesting. You guys could be rewriting old beliefs, values you've picked up, you know, from your parents or mentors growing up, things, programming you picked up from childhood, and you guys are like organizing what you picked up from those you've learned from, and you're organizing them into different contexts to make it work for you. And now you guys are like rewriting your beliefs and values that are in full alignment with who you are today. So we have victory and success on the way here. Wow. Public recognition. But this is under the hidden influence here. So I'm wondering like what that would be for. Are you guys like, are some of you guys like hiding your success? Or maybe you haven't like told anyone about some type of success or award, or like some type of like recognition you've received maybe. And then we have the Seven of Swords as an advice card. This Seven of Swords here, it feels like Spirit doesn't want you guys to lie about it. Like maybe like you've gotten like a promotion at work or some type of like award or recognition. Some of you guys could be thinking about like not telling your parents about it, or like telling a mentor or teacher about it, worried about their reaction. And for others of you, it feels like it actually might be best to like hide whatever this is from them. like, it's like they don't need to know, if that makes sense. Not, you know, not in a way that you're trying to intentionally deceive them and betray them, but it's more like they don't need to know, is what it feels like. And for your oracle card, we have Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? Yeah, and this feels tied to like this Hierophant energy and this Two of Cups here. Let me tune into the energies real quick and let me see what Spirit has to say. Give me just a moment here. I just heard strength and courage and receiving. So maybe you guys were raised to not accept things. You know, like maybe some of you guys have like, you know, like if you were a younger child or something, and like a parental, maybe you were like hanging out with a friend and the friend took you out somewhere and their parents like paid for things. Like maybe your parents told you, you know, don't accept that, like that's rude. Maybe some of you guys were taught not to receive, and that left you in a place of lack. Like receiving was something to be ashamed of. This is also about you guys like learning to receive recognition and praise and compliments, because like some of you could be keeping yourselves in the dark. Some of you guys could be keeping yourselves small. And this is about you mothering yourself, you parenting yourself, you being the one to be your own parent and believing in yourself and cheering yourself on and believing in yourself and cheering yourself on in the same way that you do for other people. And it's like you're rewriting your beliefs and learning like it's okay to receive. It increases your abundance, right? Because we have to receive to be abundant. We have to be receptive to be abundant. So I'm actually going to read this Star Mother card for you guys. Let me see here. So it says here, how can you mother yourself? You are more held than you could possibly imagine, loved and cherished so dearly that if you knew, you would not spend 1 second of your life in separation, worry, or fear. Let the mother carry your burdens. Let her rock away your fears. Lay all of your worries, regrets, shame, and guilt on her altar. Please, sweet child, you are love in motion. If you allow it, you are already healed. Let her remind you of your goodness. Let her love away your fears. Your capacity to love and hold others is limited to your capacity to love and hold yourself. Be compassionate with your sweet body, mind, and soul. Treat yourself like the beautiful spirit that you truly are. Remind yourself that you are doing your best and try not to carry it all on your own. You've got this, and the mother has got you. Let her broad arms take away your burden. Let her lift the weight of the world off your shoulders. Forgive yourself, my dear sweet child of the earth. How can you mother yourself? So this is all about you, like learning to be kind and gentle and compassionate with yourself. Learning to receive. Learning how to mother yourself so that you can have the strength and energy to take care of others too. So these are all the messages I have. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that these messages were of help to you, and I hope that you got the insight that you needed at this time. If you like this video, please like, share, and or subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And I'm sending you guys lots of love and light, and you guys take care. Thanks. Hi Pile 4, thank you for tuning in. So as I was shuffling your pile, I saw like this alien cyclops looking figure with one big eye, okay, and he was holding up his finger. I heard the word say one, And it reminded me of like ET or something, some kind of like alien figure, something like completely foreign. Maybe you guys could be feeling like you're all alone on something, like especially if any of you guys are like if you guys are like business owners, and other of your friends work for others, you know, stuff like that, that can be like a lonely type of road. I also heard, wait for it, go. And the last thing I heard as I was pulling your cards was trust yourself. So let's see what we have for you here. So we have the Page of Wands. Okay, so some of you could be feeling like blocked and like your energy and vitality, like that could be what's going on for you. It's like maybe some of you have been feeling ready to get things going, but like you feel like a block and like your energy. Some challenges coming up with creative projects as well. New beginnings. You guys are in this state of transition, moving from one state of being to another. Like it feels like you're very much in the process of like changing your thoughts and beliefs about yourself and the world around you. You're like gaining this new perception. It's like you're in the initiation phase, moving from one place to another, to where you see yourself and everything else around you so differently. And then we have the Strength card, and under your hidden influences. Wow, this is really great to have, especially under the hidden influences here, because this is like, you know, all that gunk that comes up from the subconscious that we all have, that tells us, you know, like our own stories, those things telling us we can't do something because of something someone has said to us in the past, or we can't do something because of something someone's done to us in the past. It's like, this is so good, because as that gunk is coming up, you're able to discern, like, okay, these are just thoughts, they're not true, they're, you know, these are the things that get filtered and create my own personal story. And with this being right next to the Six of Swords here, it's like, wow, like you guys are really tapping into that inner strength, that reservoir of strength that you have within you, taming the subconscious and like building this mutual relationship between the conscious and subconscious. Because it's like you're at this place now where you know that once this gunk from the subconscious comes up, it's like you can't, you know, you can't avoid it or push it away anymore, because that's whenever it starts festering. So now you're really tapping into this place of like strength and compassion and courage. And then we have the Two of Pentacles reversed. I feel like those of you guys like taking a route that's it's like you guys taking this route that's it's a lonely road, okay? Especially those of you who are like independent business owners, small business owners, you know, because there's like financial sacrifices that you make, especially in the beginning. Also, like, you know, your routine and your energy levels, you have to like really get things going in a place where, you know, you're able to make time to like see people. I feel like you guys are considering all the factors of that play, that come along with choosing this route, this route that you could feel very alone in. But it's like with this Strength card here, you know, and the Six of Swords here, I feel like you guys are it's like you're just very aware, you're very conscious of these things, especially if you guys work at home. You know, you're not quite able to see very many people in your day-to-day unless you go to a coffee shop, but you know, you have to It's good to like make time for friends and see people face to face so that you don't become a hermit. It's like you're considering all these factors here, but you guys are like at this place of this deep awareness of shifting and reframing those things that can hold you back, you know, especially in the startup phase. So let's see what we have for you here for your oracle card. We have, wow. So do you remember at the beginning I said I heard wait for it, go? Here it says leap. You go first, the universe will catch you. Wow. I'm going to read this from the guidebook for you guys. Okay, so it says here, you go first, the universe will catch you. Life bends for the courageous. And also, you know, in the beginning of a startup phase, I feel like, you know, you have made financial sacrifices. So like another reason, another factor at play here would be like you feeling alone, as in, you know, you're not able to like make time to go out with friends and like have that face-to-face time with them because of your financial constraints. But it's like you're not taking the same route as them, and you know, they're taking the safe route. They're taking the route that they don't, you know, they want that freedom. I feel like some of you, your friends and the people around you could be like, oh, like, what do I do? Like, I want to quit my job. But like, you're already doing it, you know? So now it's like you're shifting your mindset where it's like, you're going to make it work for you. Also, if you guys are feeling financially constrained, or if you're feeling like you're falling behind, like let's say for example, you know, you're 28 and you're in the process of building your business. All your friends at this age they have, you know, adult jobs. They're able to go out with their friends, they're able to go out to dinner, they're able to go on all these trips, and you feel like you're like falling behind. Like you could be feeling like, what am I doing? You know, I'm living off of ramen noodles and mac and cheese. Like I've just, you know, what am I doing? Like, I want you guys to know that you're building something of purpose and of value. Okay, you're not taking the traditional route that your friends are doing or other people around you are doing. Okay, you're building something from the ground up, something that is going to serve your higher purpose. You're building a business and a life that you love. And think of all the other people who did it. Think of all the other CEOs, business owners that had to live on ramen noodles and mac and cheese at first. It's because they're taking the other route. They're not taking the traditional route. Okay? So it says, life bends for the courageous. This is all about courage. The universe wants to support you, but first you need to leap, to throw your life up in the air. Perhaps you know what you are being called to leap toward or away from, but are scared to make the move. Or maybe you are waiting for a big fat sign or an instruction manual or permission to do so first. If this is you, then this card is your sign and permission slip to take a deep breath and leap into the unknown. It's scary to let go of all that we know and hope for something new. And it's normal to feel anxious at the thought of letting go of what we know for sure. But this is the unavoidable process of rising. And right now, this is how you are being called to live. Nature is constantly showing us how to live with courage. Fall comes every year and encourages the trees to loosen their grip, to allow what once was so full of life to fall away leaf by leaf. For a moment, it feels like nothing will grow again. The branches are left bare without the comfort of what once was. But in the morn of spring, new shoots begin to appear, and something new is born that is even more glorious than before. You go first, take a good run up, and leap. All right, so these are all the messages I have for you. I thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that these messages were of help to you, and I hope that you got the insight that you needed at this time. If you like this video, please like, share, and or subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And I'm sending you guys lots of love and light, and you guys take care. Thanks.